then, now, this prediction took me a bit to get to, mainly because I was busy with a lot of things and work. And this...
And also because I kind of procrastinated a little.
That's fine, but this also marks the first prediction I ever do with the new model, which if you have not seen the debut once it goes up, I recommend checking that out. Also, hi Zell. I'm doing my prediction now. So, yes.
Today, the prediction is going to be we're doing is Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds versus
The Unicron, the Bringer of Chaos. Oh, Bakugan's in the call with me. Why? Why, Zell? You wanted to join us?
I didn't. Storm said we could have done the prediction yesterday, but I didn't want my parents to hear us rambling on who would win against who.
That's fine. All right, we're bringing Zell on board with this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, special entry for this. We are about to do Galactus versus Unicron with Zell, as well as Bakugan. This is an unexpected turn of events.
The real Salzar?
Yep. So...
Lord of the Dead has arrived.
So, yes.
Okay.
So, this is technically your first prediction that you've been on my channel, so...
Galactus is gonna win.
You might think that, but don't underestimate Unicron, since he is...
I know. Here's the thing, though. I'm just going off of favorites right now.
I'm
doing Unicron, but we still need to get into
I thought I was doing Unicron.
Galactus. I'm going to do Galactus. Sorry.
Yeah, so for me, I'm gonna look at facts from not just the Versus Wiki, but also the Transformers Wiki, because this motherfucker has a lot of shit on him.
Well, which character are we going to do first, Galactus or Unicron?
Well, we might as well rip the Band-Aid off and fucking start with Unicron.
Alright then, list some facts.
Let's see. So, each Unicron is the same Unicron. I'm gonna get this out of the way first. Each Unicron, in each different continuity, Armada, Cybertron, G1, any of the continuities, Unicron is the same being. Each time he dies in one universe,
can't believe it.
Each time he dies in one universe, he comes back reincarnated in another one. He can't stay dead. So, with that fact out of the way, Unicron is the eternal archenemy of his twin brother Primus, also known as the Lord of Chaos, the Chaos Bringer, and the Planet Eater.
It's like he's been retconned, but all the stuff that he's been through still stays in his mind.
And the fact that he's multiversal, we're going all facts, including some mentions of IDW and Transformers Prime.
I'm not gonna lie, IDW is like the best source material you can get.
So, yes. Anyways, pretty much, what was I saying? Oh, he is dedicated to consuming the Transformers multiverse. His massive form is powered by consumption of planets, moons, stars, and even the fabric of existence, with the only goal of ending the entire creation no matter what cost. His power varies at least 5B to 1B.
5B to 1B?
Yes. And the only thing that Unicron fears is the Matrix is Primus's essence contained inside the Matrix of Leadership.
Seriously? That's what he's afraid? The Matrix of Leadership?
Well, that's pretty much his biggest weakness. That's the only thing that can put him back into stasis and kill him.
Huh.
So, name, Unicron, the Chaos Bringer, the Lord of Chaos, the Planet Eater, Primus's opposite, the Uncreator. And genderless, even though he manifests as a male, which is really weird.
Can you give me a second? I need to do something real.
Alrighty. So yes, for those who are just now tuning in, this
I have to fix something.
is the first prediction with the new model. And I'm gonna do this quick shout out once again, because I've shouted it out a bunch of times in the debut, but I'm gonna shout it here anyways. big shout out to Geo on Discord for allowing me to use the model. So figured I'd get that out of the way. So classification. Apparently he's a Decepticon.
I knew he was a Decepticon. We had like 2 Decepticons in Death Battle. One was Starscream, the other was Megatron, and they both lost.
But there's more
Hopefully
to
this
it than
doesn't-
just that. He's the abstract embodiment of chaos and evil. He's a Cybertronian god of darkness and chaos, and he's the multiversal singularity.
What's a multiversal singularity?
Allow me to search that with the Transformers Wiki. Multiversal singularity. The multiverse comprises countless parallel universes, diverging timelines, and alternate dimensions. Before the reorganization of the multiverse, these known or implied former multiversal singularities include Primus, Unicron, the Kron Architect, Gaia, Sysis, Vector Sigma, the Prime Spark, the 13 original Transformers, and some artifacts of the Primes. And there's only one Prima in the entire multiverse because of all of the 13, Unicron and Primus are singularities. This was a quote from Prowl on the nature of Prima and his kind. So yeah, that's what multiversal singularity is.
Damn.
So yeah, as a singularity, which he's also got avatars as well, can transform into his planetary form at will, space-time manipulation, true flight, space flight, large size, type 5 for his weakness versions, type 10 for his strongest versions. Enhanced senses, extrasensory perception, immortality, types 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Unicron cannot die so long there exists evil and malice in the multiverse. Unicron's true self exists in the void between worlds and outside the multiverse. Body control, energy projection. His planet form has a massive energy cannon to wipe the life of planets he's about to eat. Skilled swordsman, reality warping, can shape and mold all of reality to how he sees fit, energy manipulation, shape-shifting, size manipulation, regeneration, chaos manipulation, death manipulation, fear manipulation. By virtue of embodying this concept, he should have control over it. So yeah, like I said, this guy has a lot of shit, including dimensional travel, scaling from an extremely weak avatar of Vector Prime, who was able to access the planet of Gigantian, I think that's how it's pronounced, through the extreme effort which was locked in another universe. Dimensional storage, he is capable of accessing the transwarp. Void manipulation can manipulate the swirl of nothingness. Law manipulation can remove and replace laws or fundamental aspects of a universe such as peace or order. Mathematics manipulation, physics manipulation, matter manipulation. Can convert energy into matter and vice versa. Telepathy, mind manipulation, empathic manipulation, mortality manipulation, reactive evolution. Every time Unicron dies, he adapts from his previous body and becomes resistant. Quantum manipulation can create quantum shockwaves. Empowerment, empowered by chaos, fear, death, malice, hate, vengeance, and many other negative feelings. Oh boy, there's a lot to him. But I'm gonna get through this. So, technology manipulation, power bestowal, martial arts, unholy manipulation, corruption. I should probably mention Dark Energon.
The opposite of Energon.
In Transformers Prime, Megatron used said Dark Energon to gain power, but at the cost of his own sanity and getting corrupted into Galvatron and becoming a puppet of Unicron. Which in that continuity, Unicron was part of the Earth, and it still was the opposite of Primus. So yeah, Type 2 can easily corrupted the people of YST by simply existing. Transmutation, biological absorption, biological manipulation, absorb and converted the entire planet and all of its inhabitants into a new metal body for him, being the Junkians in G1, energy, soul, power absorption, absorb the souls and energies of other living beings or objects in general to power himself. Soul manipulation, control and manipulate sparks, resurrection and necromancy. Can revive beings from the dead. Let's see, he's revived Megatron and the Galvatron countless times. He's also at one point revived the cunning Starscream. Only for Starscream to dupe Unicron and Starscream flees, and only for him to get blasted by Galvatron. It's G1's a convoluted mess. But anyway, existence erasure can erase or create artifacts that can erase beings from existence, such as even Primus himself. Weapon creation and weapon mastery, clairvoyance, precognition, can see accurate predict future events. Madness manipulation can drive beings insane. BFR, pocket reality manipulation, can create and control his own pocket dimensions that exist outside of the multiverse. Summoning, can summon his own heralds to assist him. Resistance to law manipulation, space-time manipulation, soul manipulation, magic, information manipulation, telepathy, reality warping, and existence erasure. Can resist being erased from artifacts such as the Matrix of Leadership, which can erase beings of pure evil. So yeah, that was the avatars. So pretty much all the previous abilities, to an unfathomable greater extent, in a singularity form. Along with the large size being Type 10. Along with higher dimensional existence, abstract existence, conceptual manipulation, incorporeality, a casualty, absorption, and non-physical interaction. So yeah, that was just the first part of it. Then you got attack potency being varies from at least planet level to hyperverse level, even higher with the singularity. And speed varies, usually multiversal, faster than light. Omnipresent becomes the embodiment of whatever he devours. Immeasurable, nigh omnipresent, outside of the universe. Would eventually become totally omnipresent. Unicron Singularity would potentially consume the multiverse and remain as all that is. That's speed. Lifting strength. Varies at least class Y, could hold the Earth on the palm of his hand. To immeasurable. Striking strength. Varies at least planet level to hyperverse level. Can trade blows with enemies on his level. And has traded blows with Primus. And durability varies from at least planet level to hyperverse level. He's tanked hits from Primus numerous times, significantly more durable than offensive power of the true Star Saber, as the 13 have never succeeded in killing him. Can trade blows with other abstract beings such as Primus or Vector Prime. Stamina is infinite, and range varies from planetary to hyperversal. In standard equipment, none notable. He also has various weapons and lasers attached to his body, however, and he sometimes has a sword and shield.
Why does he need a sword and shield if he can just devour planets?
Remember, there's other versions of Unicron where he fights with the sword and shield, and it's pretty much the same Unicron.
Right. That explains it.
Intelligence.
Which version of Unicron are they going to use? Like, are they going to composite
they're obviously going to composite him. It's the same Unicron.
Just like the Doctor.
And of course, I should also mention this, at one point, Unicron's core was a black hole.
Oh,
and he crafted an entire living ecosystem inside his body.
That's impressive.
So yes, so his intelligence, nigh omniscient, possesses internally integrated quantum computers that constantly calculate probabilities forwards and backwards in time, allowing a high accurate multi-dimensional probability map of the multiverse. And of course we got his weaknesses. Being the matrix of leadership capable of delaying him, Unicron has evaded his brother Primus to a certain extent, despite the fact that he will most likely win in a head-to-head fight against him. So yeah. And yes, I should also mention Rodimus Prime, or Hot Rod in this occasion, because one of the continuities literally had Unicron corrupting Hot Rod into Rodimus Cron. Being...
No, what does Rodimus Ron look like?
If you remember, if I can get this correctly, this image should do the trick. That's Rodimus Cron.
Oh, that's him. Is he from Cyberverse or something?
No. He is from the Prime Wars trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Is Hot Rod after he was corrupted by Overlord shoving a shard of Unicron inside of Hot Rod. Which ended up becoming the Dark Matrix or whatever, but the Transformers lore can get a little convoluted, but at least, like I said, all versions of Unicron are the same version.
Yeah, that does explain it.
So yeah, like, Unicron trilogy, Unicron, same version of him. Dreamwave, Armada, same Unicron. And no, I am not counting Last Night as a Unicron, because it barely even showed him inside the Earth, and it only showed his horn.
I'm planning on playing a Transformers game. Which one is the most underrated?
The most underrated?
Yeah.
That would be a tough one. But I know a good Transformers game being Transformers on the PlayStation 2. And no, I'm not talking about the Call of the Future. I'm referring to the Armada PS2 game.
Well, I'm actually an Xbox gamer, so I heard that Transformers Devastation is pretty good.
That one is another good one. Then you got the War for Cybertron
Same
trilogy.
thing.
Even though Unicron is not in that game. Series. But yeah, that... Believe it or not. And that is all of Unicron that is there. We got from G1 all the way to the IDW. Hell.
So does this mean...
Hell, at some point in the Energon universe, they're gonna have a Unicron. So, it's no different. But yes, now on to Galactus.
Oh boy, do I have myself a special snowflake for you all? Turns out, I realized that Galactus is actually older than the Big Bang, and he was originally a life bringer. For some reason, he weighs 36,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, I
Let's see
should,
here.
before we start with Galactus, I should mention his age since you brought it up. Unicron age varies, is usually older than the universe. Immemorial. So yeah, he's been around since the dawn of the universe, essentially.
Okay. Before the Big Bang, there was an explorer known as Galen of Ta. Though Galen was consumed in the Big Crunch when he and his people attempted to flee the Cataclysm, he ended up becoming a vessel for the sentience of his dying universe, and emerged billions of years in the current universe as a cosmic entity. Galactus' role in the current universe is to correct the imbalances between the conceptual entities eternity and death by feeding on the life energy of whole planets or stars for sustenance. To achieve his role in the universe, Galactus enlists the denizen of a world he visits to serve him as a herald to find him a planet rich in life. One such noble herald is the Silver Surfer. Galactus possesses the immeasurable power cosmic and is one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, having near limitless godlike powers. He was once referred to as the most awesome living entity in the cosmos. As such, Galactus is able to employ the cosmic energy within him to produce virtually any effect he desires. I just read that off of his history and death battle info that just said. Now, let's see. Let's get into his gear. He has an ultimate nullifier, which has the ability to destroy any target the wielder can mentally envision. In Galactus's hands, due to his cosmic awareness, the ultimate nullifier is capable of destroying the entire universes and even entire timelines from beginning to end. It was revealed in the Abraxas story arc that the ultimate nullifier may be an aspect of Galactus himself. Then there's the elemental converter. Galactus often employs his elemental converter when devouring planets to help him in the conversion of matter into energy. Although he does not require this device to devour planets and will forego its uses in certain events, it makes the conversion of energies more efficient. Then there's the Punisher. Not referring to the
Frank
actual
Castle.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank.
Not that Punisher. Very different.
Yeah. Galactus often employs a robot called the Punisher, which possesses vast superhuman strength, speed, and durability to battle adversaries whose power levels do not warrant his direct attention. And then there's Ta-2. Ta-2, or World Ship, is the solar system-sized Mobius strip-shaped home of Galactus. It has a number of devastating weapons and it also has a menagerie of alien life forms in captivity. The Power Cosmic, funny enough, the Power Cosmic is the name of a vast source of limitless, godly cosmic energy, and primarily wielded by the godlike cosmic entity Galactus. The Power Cosmic allows Galactus to employ the available absorbed cosmic energies within him to produce nearly any effect he desires, including size alteration, the molecular reconstruction, and transmutation of matter, the teleportation of objects, even the entire galaxies across space and time, the creation of force fields, the creation of interdimensional portals, telepathy, telekinesis, and cosmic awareness on a universal scale. Galactus has even been shown as capable of creating sentient life, resurrecting the dead, manipulating mortal souls, and remaking dead worlds, including their populations in every detail. Formerly as the Lightbringer, Galactus had the power to recreate whole planets and biospheres. And his feats are really ridiculous. While almost starving to death, Galactus was able to hold his own against the combined efforts of the Fantastic Four and the Avengers. He was unfazed by a combined attack from the Avengers. After absorbing the energy from several planets, Galactus proved capable of destroying the Annihilation Wave and also an entire galaxy in one omnidirectional blast. While weakened by hunger, extra-dimensional, Galactus was able to survive from 2 planets colliding and a sizable nuclear arsenal. He gets a full headbutt from Odin easily, overpowers Thanos even with his force field, grows to the size of a star, his mental defenses at rest are too much for Magneto and Xavier, causes a small earthquake in Manhattan with the tiniest fraction of his power, stops the gravitational pull of a black hole, overwhelms Thanos telepathically, casually drains Ultron, absorbed a supernova, fights Mephisto, and nearly devours his realm. One-shots both Beta Ray, Bill, and Stardust. After devouring 4 planets, Galactus has been shown capable of fighting 4 Mad Celestials and destroying one of them. Galactus is beyond Soul Gem's power, can devour planets without his machines, teleports his entire galaxy with a mere gesture, teleports himself and a legion of heroes from a hole in reality to his ship, casually survives the moon colliding into him, isn't hurt by a blast from Doctor Strange, easily immobilizes Silver Surfer, absorbs the Silver Surfer's energy attacks, makes the electrons in Human Torch's flame contract. His conflict with Tyrant destroyed entire galaxies, telekinetically blasts back the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. After absorbing the energy of a planet, Galactus was capable of wiping out an entire armada fleet in one blast. Sits inside of an exploding star. The Ultimates insult him to no avail. Defeats Sphinx. BRF's high evolutionary to the negative zone. BFRs by my survives an attack against a legion of superheroes and supervillains. One-shots Thor, sends a blast of antimatter particles, the element's Agamotto in his own realm. His battle with Screer, I don't know how to pronounce that, and the other could destroy the entire is capable of accidentally destroying a black hole by walking inside it. As the Lightbringer, Galactus was able to defeat both Master Order and Lord Chaos at their most powerful. During the time bubble of Black Celestial story arc, Galactus was going to devour an entire universe, ate all of the Twinkies on Earth, and ate a Twinkie planet. Oh my god.
Yeah,
This
some of the things in that Galactus has done is pretty a little bit silly.
This was from an episode of Death Battle with Spider-Man's Aunt May held the powers cosmic. Of course, there are some flaws and losses, but I'm not going to read in, so I'll just send them in the chat.
We should also mention a few of the owners of the Ultimate Nullifier, one of them currently being the Silver Surfer. And there's been many heralds for Galactus, one of them being Thor, which led into the greatest design a video game could ever conjure, even if it's questionable to some people. That being Fortnite. Like, I will give credit where credit is due. Galactus in Fortnite had a sick-ass design.
See it?
Like, he had a really, really good design.
Okay. Whoa! That is really cool. Is this from Fortnite?
Yes, that is from Fortnite. And it was also based on one of the comic
from
adaptations
Fortnite.
as well. Also, hello, D-Bones. Welcome to the prediction. So,
I hate the fact that his design is from freaking Fortnite. I don't even like that game.
It's actually from another comic that led up to the events of the Season 4 of Chapter 2 event. Which had...
Is it related to Fortnite?
Which had a version of Thor called Cosmic Thor. A Herald of Galactus being called...
The continuity of Fortnite in that comic. Is the continuity of Fortnite in that comic. I would hate it so much.
It was this version of Thor.
Oh.
So yes, figured I'd get those mentions out of the way. And now we got so Galactus requires unknown energies obtainable only from certain types of planets in order to sustain its life. The suitable type of planet need to not be one where life is present. It must have the potential to support life, where recently it stated Galactus is incredibly powerful. However, the longer he goes without feeding, the more strength and power and cosmic awareness wane. Indeed, over 1 month after consuming a suitable planet, his power will have already been reduced exponentially. Although in such a hungered state, his powers are still far beyond mortal comprehension. In recent times, Galactus has been known to go without feeding for numerous months, at a time bringing him to the brink of death and reducing his power to such a degree that superhuman teams such as Avengers and Fantastic Four, etc., can defeat him. While weakened, he was once defeated by Ghost Rider with the Penance Stare TV cannon. Yes, this was real. Can be quite arrogant at times, was recently killed by the Allfather Thor while fighting the Black Winter. Oh yeah. Now, it's gonna come down to either a few things. Like, will they scale the Ultimate Nullifier to that of the Matrix? Or
That is a good point.
will the Dark Energon within Unicron be enough to corrupt Galactus? Like that, it's gonna come down to those two things. Galactus being capable of destroying all existing Unicrons, since it's the same being throughout the multiverse. Or will Unicron get the upper hand, corrupt him with Dark Energon, and pretty much destroy Galactus permanently?
I'd say he would destroy Galactus. I don't care what anyone says.
But if they find a way to make Galactus win, I will be shocked. But I won't be mad because, let's be real, everybody's been wanting this death battle for a long ass time. Like, this is the #1 most requested death battle in history.
I don't blame you. One time I saw a post on Twitter saying that the crew of Death Battle was going to put it in, but they don't know how it's going to turn out. Maybe they wanted this to be their magnum opus or something.
Perhaps. But yes, it's, like I said, it's gonna come down to either two things. Like, Galactus being capable enough to scale to the Matrix of leadership. And there's another thing I should mention. In the IDW continuity for Unicron. Because this was the one with the black hole in his heart. Essentially. As his core. How Unicron was able to be defeated was Optimus Prime diving into the black hole, convincing the Antillan to end all suffering, and embraced the Antillan with a hug, while both of them were dying in the process, where the black hole literally devoured Unicron from the inside out. So yeah, remember that whole leaving the ecosystem ordeal thing? Yeah, that was because of that.
Oh God.
So yeah, pretty much for this one, it's gonna come down to will the ultimate nullifier be strong enough to scale to the Matrix and be able to put Unicron out of his misery, or will the Dark Energon corrupt Galactus? That's what I think is gonna go down with this one. But yes, that's pretty much this prediction. So Zell, what do you think? Final thoughts?
Zell?
Zell.
You there?
I think he's
You
doing.
don't think he's there?
I think he's doing something. I'm turning on the camera. Zell. Yeah, he's probably doing something. But good.
Wow, both people.
So final thoughts.
Unicron's gonna destroy Galactus. I don't care what anybody says.
To me, it's gonna come down to either two outcomes. Either one, they scale Galactus to the Matrix and find a way to kill said Unicron. Or B, it's gonna come down to Unicron's Dark Energon, an evil spark, corrupting Galactus.
Well,
And
we'll find out in
making
the next
Galactus Unicron's essential puppet.
Anyways, thank you, Storm, for having me on your prediction. I'll see you next time for the full episode.
Will do. So, yeah. That would be the prediction for today. I'm gonna now go check on the debut. If you've not seen that, recommend go checking that out and then coming back to this prediction. That way you're not confused on the switch up of the models. So, hope you all enjoyed this prediction. I will see you in, if I'm not mistaken, where's the calendar? I will see you for the death battle in about 3 days, technically. So, 3 days from now is the death battle, so I will see you then. So good day, people.